This will be like a litmus test. See if this video will be monetized just on the name alone, because they don't like Bob Dylan for some reason, monetization wise, and they don't like talking about WW3 either. So we'll see. Alright, guys, welcome to the Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, I know I am. It's Bob Dylan Day. Hey, let's go. It is Tuesday, so that means we're doing another track from the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. So I'm a little short on time tonight, so we're doing one track. We're doing a longer one, though. It's about 6.5 minutes long. It is called Talkin' WW3 Blues. Now, I guess if I put the full title, doesn't really matter, I guess, if I say the name or not, but you get the drift. It's on the second side of the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, which came out in the mighty year of our Lord. Oh, no. See, now my assistant went away. 1963. And it's a album we've been doing some tracks from the past couple weeks, and it's, I don't know, I love this side of him, the acoustic folk side. It's so good. I see why he was so beloved, just for that style alone before he went electric. It's so damn good. It really, really is. I'll link the Bob Dylan playlist above my head. If you want to go watch some other stuff, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are not. Like, seriously, if that's not even just like a saying, it really does help. All right, Talkin' World War III Blues. Damn it, I said it. By Bob Dylan. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh well. We'll see.
Time ago, a crazy dream came to me. I dreamt I was walking in World War III. Went to the doctor the very next day to see what kind of words he could say. Said it was a bad dream. I wouldn't worry about it none, no, them old dreams are only in your head.
Oh, wow.
I said, hold it, doc, the World War passed through my brain. He said, nurse, get your pad, the boy's insane. He grabbed my arm, I said, ouch, as I landed on the psychiatric couch. He said, tell me about it.
So good.
Well, the whole thing started at 3 o'clock fast. It was all over by 1:15. I was down in the sewer with some little lover when I peeked out from a manhole cover, wondering who turned the lights on us. Well, I got up and I walked around, up and down the lonesome town. I stood wondering which way to go. I lit a cigarette on a parking meter and walked on down the road. It was a normal day. Well, I rung me fallout shelter bell and I leaned my head and I give a yell. Give me a string bean, I'm a hungry man. A shotgun fired and away I ran. I don't blame him too much, though he didn't know me. Down the corner by the hot dog stand, I seen a man. I said, howdy, friend, I guess it's just us two. He screamed a bit and away he flew. Thought I was a communist.
Red Scare.
Well, they spotted me a girl before she could leave. I said, let's go play Adam and Eve. I took her by the hand and my heart was thumping. She said, hey man, you crazy or something? You seen what happened last time they started?
Ooh, damn. That harmonica is deadly.
Well, I seen me a Cadillac window uptown. There was nobody around. I got into the driver's seat and I drove down 42nd Street in my Cadillac. Good car to drive after a war. Well, I remember seeing some ads, so I turned on my Connell ride, but I didn't pay the Con Ed bill, so the radio didn't work so well.
God, he's so good at that.
Turned on my record player. It was Rock-a-Day Johnny singing, "Tell your ma, tell your pa, our loves are gonna grow." Wah, wah. I was feeling kinda lonesome and blue. I needed somebody to talk to. So I called up the operator of time just to hear a voice of some kind. When you hear the beep, it will be 3 o'clock. She said that for over an hour and I hung up.
What? Damn.
Well, the doctor interrupted me just about then, saying, "Hey, I've been having the same old dreams. But mine was a little different, you see. I dreamed the only person left after the war was me. I didn't see you around." Well, now time passed and now it seems everybody's having them dreams.
Yep.
Everybody sees herself walking around with no one else. Half the people can be part right all of the time, and some of the people can be all right part of the time, but all the people can't be all right all of the time.
Yeah.
I think Abraham Lincoln said that. "I'll let you be in my dream if I can be in yours." I said that.
Damn. That was slick. How old was he? Like, seriously, that's crazy, dude. This album, he was speaking out on some real stuff, it seems like, especially on the first side, you know, Masters of War and stuff like that. This one, it doesn't feel like it's like an accompanying piece, I'd say, but it does have a similar theme, you know, almost of like isolation and that fear, an existential fear of things that you're out, you know, they're out of your control, basically, such as, you know, what he mentioned, World War III, and, you know, there's probably some other layers to it that, you know, you don't catch on the first listen. Like, I was trying to listen to the lyrics, but sometimes that harmonica would come in when the lyrics were taking a break, and it would distract me because that harmonica was deadly. Like I said, he uses it obviously so well to begin with, but I felt like the harmonica was almost like an overdrive in the song, and I freaking loved it. The acoustic was also just excellent, and, you know, this is almost, you know, Bob's sweet spot, it feels like, when it's just, you know, him, a guitar, and the harmonica, and he's like, you know, doing his like not rapping voice, I don't want to say that, but it almost is like that. He's got a flow and a cadence, and it's just so good. I love when he does that kind of song, because I think there was one of those on Highway 61. I think it was one of those albums. I remember he had one song that sounded, you know, with this kind of voice. I loved it. It's so cool. I love when he does that. And like I said, he ties everything together so well, especially at the end, you know, if you can be in my dream if I can be in yours. It's true, man. And I'm pretty sure, you know, I don't want to speak for you, but I've had dreams of the end of the world and like the apocalypse and empty world stuff and all that, you know, and it could just be dreams for all we know. But I don't think we understand ourselves as well as we think we do. I don't think we understand what is even going on around us as well as we think we do. We like to pretend, I think we do know some things, but I think a lot of it's mostly guessing, with evidence, obviously. And it's really hard to actually concretely prove stuff because science even changes, throughout the centuries. They used to believe a lot of stuff they don't believe now, and 500 years from now, it's going to be even different, they'll be looking back at us like we're savages. And, more than likely, we are, it's sad to say, but it's an evolving process. It's just humanity in general, society, even if society isn't there, there's still humanity. Even if civilization is gone and something has occurred, hopefully the human race will live on in some form or another, and if not, then hey, it's been a fun ride, you know what I mean? I think we should avoid war at all costs. I mean, like, it's the last resort of last resorts, because once you open that genie bottle, it's game over at that point. Someone's gonna win and someone's gonna lose, or you just fight for 20 years and everybody dies for no reason. Then you just, like, at the end, you're like, oh, whoopsie, and that's it, I guess. Like, what the fuck? What a weird, strange, cruel world we live in. And Bob knew that. And I feel like he was taking some shots with this album, especially like Masters of War. Like, name me one other oh, never mind. You probably could. I say, name me one other artist that was speaking out against the MIC back in the early 60s. You know what I'm saying? No, Bob was at the forefront. And I'm pretty sure there probably was others. I'm just being hyperbolic. But he did seem to be like, it seems to be like he was one of the only people that really challenged the status quo in a way. And I think that's very important in an artist, as I don't know, his name carries a lot of power, so he wielded a lot of power, whether he knew it or not, which he probably did. But artists as big as he was, still to this day, they wield a lot of influence, and I don't think he's one of those people that wields said influence, but you never know. But with the stroke of his pen, man, he could make things happen. Literally just write these stories into life and put it to music, and bam, you got yourself something that people will never forget. That's true power right there. And if something as powerful as that could stop or avert a crisis or something like that, like, I'd show him some Bob Dylan, man. Like, it should be required listening for every person to come through life to listen to this stuff, because not only is it good music, but it teaches you good lessons about the world, and not everything is what it seems, especially when you're a kid. And the stuff that I see now and how I feel, I'm probably wrong in a lot of it. So when I'm 10 years older from now, I'll be like, oh damn, that silly 30-year-old Lee, he thought he knew everything, which I don't think I do, but I know a couple things, at least I know that, but it's a lot of stuff I don't know, and it's interesting to learn. I'm a sponge, man. I just love to learn, especially when it comes to music like this and history. And Bob is usually a good combination of both, because he's telling a story, be it his story or someone else's, and it's usually a historical sort of thing, and he always puts his spin on it. And like I said, how young was he when he wrote this? Like, he's just so wise, man. That's called life experience. That he lived a rocky, hard, bouncing around kind of life, those stuff you think about like in movies. And Bob had a movie life, literally. So I'm glad that he shared it with us, and it's interesting to hear his thoughts. And hopefully it's more of a if not when question, I guess, for whatever conflict you want to call, the next one that's going to be big. It looks like things are, I don't know, de-escalating a little bit overseas and stuff, but I think there's a whole nother one that's going to be ramping up in the next year or two, that's going to be the one. And that's I don't even want to say the word. It starts with a T and ends with an N. I'll say that. I think that conflict is the next one, and that's going to be something like we've never seen before in our lives. Like what we've seen in Russia and the stuff we've seen in Ukraine and out there, it ain't gonna be nothing compared to what that's gonna be like. It's gonna be something out of this world, more than likely, if it even happens. Hopefully it doesn't, obviously, but we always have to be ready, man, and just be aware of your surroundings, man. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you as always for watching. Bob Dylan always brings a lot of thoughts and conversation out of me, and I appreciate that from Bob. So thank you, Bob. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Hopefully I didn't just blab about nothing for 5 minutes, but I try my best to connect it somehow like he does. And it's true, man. Like we would all be alone. Like hopefully we'd survive somehow, but if someone did survive by themselves, then damn, it would suck to be alone. And I've had dreams like that too, where I've just, like I said, been the only person anywhere, very lonely. So if If you have any recommendations for our next Bob Dylan video for next week, leave it down below. Don't forget that you guys keep this channel alive and functioning. I don't get any of the ad money basically, so it's all through Patreon donations and support that this channel runs. If you want to get a video just like this, join our Patreon at the $30 tier level and you get 1 to 2 free requests a month. It's closed for this month though, but you can request in February though. See you later.